Hey folks, this is Matt once again. Just a little review, maybe not little, but a random review of a film I just saw called The Collector. Now, The Collector is a film that came out, I think back in 2009 actually, and it just got released pretty recently, and it bombed badly. It came and went very quickly. It made about $7 million total, which is pathetic. And the plot, let me just go to the plot because it's a simple plot. You have a guy who is basically finds out that his wife has a debt to some loan sharks, and she's going to run away with the daughter. And he's like, wait, just wait till midnight, and I'll get the money for you. Just don't leave. Talks to a buddy of his saying, okay, if I get something, a gem, I know where it's at. Will you, cash it right away? And the guy goes, yeah. He's like, okay. So the guy, basically, there's this house he's sort of been casing, but sort of not. He does a sort of everyday job. I think he's an ex-convict, and he's doing this to help his wife get out of debt from this loan shark. So he breaks into this home because the family's supposed to be on vacation. Only someone else has broken in the house with him. A killer. And basically he finds out that the whole house has a shitload of booby traps, and the family is not gone, they're still there, and the thief has to figure out what to do next. Now, it's hard to review this movie because it's one of those films I actually did enjoy a lot, until the ending killed it for me. And I know a lot of people, you've seen those movies where you thoroughly enjoyed it for one reason or another, and I'll give those reasons a little bit. But then the ending comes, you go, fuck, man. You're disappointed, or you're like lame, or you're like, what the fuck? If you don't, Michael Keane did a review of Phantasm, did a review of Phantoms. He kind of said the same thing about the ending of that. It's that same sort of bullshit ending. I'll spoil it because most people don't even know this movie. Probably won't even go see this movie because, and this is what I want to say, a lot of people, because not many people saw it, but I read it online. Some people complain about that it's derivative of Saw, and it is, because it's the same writers who wrote some of the Saw sequels, same guys who wrote the Feast films. And one of the writers actually got his chance at directing, and he did a capable job. Yes, this color scheme is much like Saw, but to me, I don't care if it's derivative of Saw. I just care if it's a good, or at least not. If it's not good, at least entertaining. Like Commando, let's face it, Commando wouldn't necessarily be a good movie because you see actual mistakes. The car driving, one side is smashed, and then it's driving, and it's okay. You see the lines when remember. Kill you last, you see the actual line. When people get killed at the end, when they blow up, you see the flap up. Okay, so it's not a good movie, but if it's entertaining, then fuck it. That's what a movie's supposed to do. It's supposed to entertain. Maybe it's not the most logical sense, but you go with the ride and it's entertaining. And that's kind of what I was doing throughout the film. It was capably directed, has some good shots, like a sort of De Palma type over-the-top shot, where like the thief is on one side of the door and the killer's on the other, and they're both looking in different ways, and they're sort of, it's almost like a mirrored version of them, like these two invaders in this house. And okay, is it derivative of Saw? Yes, but derivativeness doesn't matter to me, because let's face it, it's hard to be original nowadays. Now, granted, remake, that's just taking originality and just throwing it out the window. At least here it's not Saw 25, it's at least trying to be something else. And I've seen the worst when they did that. Captivity. There's no way it could be worse than Captivity, and this is a strong R for violence. So, Captivity is the worst. I've seen the worst. It can get worse. Or Hostel with annoying characters. So, there you go. But, so derivative Saw, whatever. The motivation of the killer. Why is he doing this? There's this thing where he's a collector. It says because he will take one person and put him in this box and put it in this house, and there's a person inside the box, and At one time, the guy opens it, and what are you in here for? And the guy says, I'm bait. And I didn't buy it. I thought it was stupid putting a guy in a box. And what the fuck? Why you put him in a box? And that gets to the ending, which again I'm gonna spoil because no one's gonna watch the movie. But what I'm talking about is like, why is the killer doing this? Why? There's no motivation. There's no explanation. And that's another thing a lot of people have. There's not a lot of explanation on stuff. Why does the wife have a loan shark? Like why? Not really explained fully. Why did the killer set up all these booby traps like he's Kevin McAllister in Home Alone? I mean, that's another thing. I thought it was like, if Kevin McAllister grew up and became a psychopath, this is what he'd do. And Home Alone, I mean, fuck Saw. Home Alone did first, except that Daniel Stern and Joe Pesci got fucked up and ripped apart. Here's the collector. But anyway, and plus it reminded me more of The People Under the Stairs as well. You know, someone going into a home because they need something for cash to save their family, but they're locked in. There's booby traps. You got some psychopathic motherfuckers, and your lead hero wants to help this little girl, which by the third act is what the guy's doing, helping to save this little girl that's in the house. So it reminded me more of The People Under the Stairs than Saw, although Saw's in the limelight with all the sequels, so that's why, and the color scheme, and it's from the writers. But People Under the Stairs, that was another thing people go, oh, that's not believable, but it was entertaining, so fuck it. But where was going? But I mean, there was stuff that, like, why is there the box thing? The bait thing doesn't convince me. Why is there booby traps in the first place? Because the two people the killer has, the mom and dad, they're tied up. So then, why does he have booby traps everywhere? And plus, he has locks on the door and stuff, like 3 or 4 locks on the door. So why, why? I don't know. And also, how the fuck did he get all this traps set up in a day? When you see how, like, but yet I was entertained by it because, like, one room is acid on the floor, and, like, there's a scene where actually a cat's on there, and the guy is our lead guy's trying to get up, and because the cat's screaming, and he tries to help it by getting it off from the acid, and the cat jumps onto the window, triggers a trap, and gets cut in half. I mean, there's another scene where he's helping the little girl, and he turns around and there's all these little hooks. And he turns around and gets one, like, right in his eye, like, there's all these little hooks. There's another scene where there's a shitload of bear traps. There's scenes where they have all these, like, razor wires, like, and the guy, like, barely touches it and gets a cut. Again, it would probably take days or weeks to set it all up, but again, why would he do all this shit when you have the guy and the girl tied up? I guess just in case, but yeah, for some reason I was entertained. What can I say? Another thing people complained was the gore, but it's a horror film, so fuck it. I like gore. Has well done special effects. One girl triggers a trap. She flies into this, projector screen that they have, and gets slammed, and like you see a nail like right in her eye. The hero guy is trying to get through, and he gets through the window, and there's like razor there, and he's like barely trying to get, and just barely gets his hand out, but it's real cut up. I did see one where he tries to pick up the phone to call someone, but the killer put like a hook, like a nail in it. So of course, now Lynn just picks up the phone, boom, stabs him right in the ear. There's a hook on the phone. I'm like, I kind of like that. So the motivation of a killer, like I was saying, to me, yeah, you have questions, but to me, you don't always have to explain the killer. I thought that's what worked best for Halloween. You don't know why the fuck he's doing it. Why did he come home? Why is he chasing these girls? Why is he after Laurie Strode? Why is he watching her? I know, you're comparing this to Halloween? No, but it's that I don't really care. The motivation it's weird. Like, people bitch about what's the motivation of this killer, and yet Halloween we consider it a classic because the killer has no motivation. You know, it's like, what the fuck? You don't say bullshit to this one, but okay to this one. You know, you can't, you know, piss on one guy's parade and then the others be okay with it. So the motivation didn't bother me. I mean, again, it would have taken a lot more than a day. And why does he have it on all these places like Kevin McAllister? You know, like Macaulay Culkin, you know, if he went crazy, boom, this is what he do.